Welcome back to my tutorial. This is for the split stitch. Split stitch is my favorite stitch. And we're going to start, as always, from the bottom coming up in the corner, and we're going to take a small stitch back down. The second part is to take a stitch past or come back past the first stitch a little bit up. And when we go back down, we're going to split open the last stitch in the middle and go back down through the middle of that stitch. That's why it's called a split stitch. So you can see how I split it open. And we're going to keep doing that. We're going to keep going past the last stitch we did and open that last stitch up and go back down in the middle. This is a great stitch that adds a lot of texture, great for fur or especially feathers, as I'm doing here on the peacock. It is by far my favorite stitch of all because it adds so much texture and it's such an easy stitch to do along all the lines of a project. Now, if you want a little bit of more of an advanced way to do this stitch, I use my finger underneath to help guide my needle, and you can put your needle in. You can see here, guiding it up and down. And you can put your needle in and then guide it back up a little bit away from your last stitch and take one smooth up and down stitch at the same time. Go back down into your last stitch, guide it back up with your finger underneath, and you can just keep doing that, and it creates a faster way of stitching the split stitch on your project. This is for more advanced sewers if you want to go a little faster with your split stitch. I'd love to know how you like this stitch. I hear from a lot of my students that this is their favorite stitch as well. It's a great stitch for lettering and other line embroidery, and let me know in the comments below. And always subscribe to my channel below because you can keep up with my tutorials and my Crafty Creatures kit walkthroughs. I am releasing new walkthroughs all the time, so it would be great to hear your comments on the new creatures. Happy stitching, everyone!